chances are up.
Hi there. Are you free?
Alright. So, a lot of you, you know, a lot about them. I actually want to know. Just to the far left. Right. How
Hi.
how far do you think you're gonna get
Yep.
before people are gonna find out that you're fucked up
Bye.
in the head? Right? Now, are we gonna have my conversations? Of course we are. Right? Because I can have these conversations. Look at this shit. I'm gonna take this bust ass helicopter. I'm gonna take it to my. I'm gonna turn off the radio. I'm gonna take this bust ass piece of shit and make it go to my building. Should make it there. Should. Fingers crossed. If it doesn't, well. We'll do what the faggot community says. You believe in the stars. The stars will save us. Listen, the stars will never fucking save you. Alright? No. You know who's gonna fucking save you? Huh? Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time.
Anything you need, boss.
And
Oh, hi. What do you need?
fact,
Just let me know what you need.
some of you, it scares the shit out of you. I know it does. Because some of you sit there and hesitate and you're like, what the fuck is he talking about? And I can even swear. Of course. Oh fuck yeah. Fucking rights I can. Are you fucking kidding me? Huh? I got fucking God in my heart. Okay? Ain't nobody else. I don't have a closer relationship to nobody else than God. Yeah. When you have God and Jesus in your heart the way I do, you don't fear death. You don't fear fuck all. Nope. Yeah, the world's burning around us. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, well, God will tell me what to do to stay alive. Alright? Why am I gonna worry about... Oh, crap. I better go and get gas. I better go get groceries. I better go get here. No. 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 I know how to go out in the woods. I can kill an animal. Right? And we can have meat for at least 3 to 4 months. And then I can use the fur from that animal to give you a pair of boots, or mitts, or a jacket, etc. I can utilize everything. I know how to live off the land. There's a lot of you motherfuckers that can't even live off the land. Hell no. Are you kidding me? You go into a Bass Pro Shop, you don't even know what the fuck to do. You think it's a museum or some shit. I've seen some of them. Oh my god. Okay, listen. Hey. Fellow hunters and fishermen. You've seen these people, right? You go into Bass Pro Shop and you're going around, you're looking at like, what's new, right? What's new out there? How I can keep myself warm, right? While I'm out there fishing in the middle of the night on the ice. And then you get some dumbasses walking around fucking, oh hey, is blah blah blah. I don't even know what to explain, right? You guys know who I'm talking about, right? It's like, you look at him and it's like the Where's Waldo guy came out of the woodwork. Yeah. It's like, dude, listen. Do yourself a favor and you go cook in the kitchen with your wife. Alright? That's where you belong. Alright? You can't and you won't survive out here on the waters with us. No. Just no. Absolutely not. You can't fix stupid. You guys know this shit. Hmm? What? I'm being very nice. I'm being very fucking polite. I live on the West
I'm
Coast.
ready to go on this end.
Alright? I live for fishing. Okay? And hunting.
Hi there. What can I do for you?
If you have a man bun, you
How can
look
I
at
help
me
you?
with a man bun, and you're gonna try and board my vessel, I'm gonna tell you to fuck off. Alright? You can't fish. Like, I can look at you right off the bat. Right from the boat. Alright? If
You got a nice fleet, boss.
you try to suck up to me. If you got a man bun, and you're
It's the
sitting there,
general. Your personal vehicle is being brought up now.
I'm gonna take this car out for jokes. But seriously, if you come at me with a fucking man bun, right? And you think that I'm gonna take you seriously on the fucking boat? The staff won't even take you seriously.
What's up, Heffa?
You understand? Oh, there's our buddy right there. Yeah. He's trying to hang on for dear life. Everybody pray for him. Stunt jump completed. No, but seriously. On a more serious note, I've been shit. I was supervisor and a manager for over 8 years, right? And if I was doing something bad, then obviously they would have canned my ass, right? After 8 years, 10 years, whatever fuck. after 8 years of doing the solid things, you know, like I did contract work, right? So that's you fucking come at me, you fucker. That's where I wanted to come at and tell everybody right now, because I'm gonna go for a nap. Right? It's been a long day. I'm gonna make some food and catch up on some YouTube stuff. Each and every day, you all get to know some new stuff about me, which is fantastic, great, you know. Like I said, you're either gonna laugh with me, or you're gonna laugh at me. Right? It's up to you. And the other thing is, I try to do my best on a daily basis to entertain all of you. Right? I do have a serious disability, and despite there's a lot of people with disabilities, they go in Olympic basketball and stuff like that, whatnot. I wish I could. I've got multiple challenges. You know, like I said, like I would never ever ask for anybody to give me money or feel sorry for me or anything like that, right? It is what it is. It happened, it happened. You know, one of the greatest things, a reward that I see, right, from God, is that I get to wake up and do whatever the heck I want. I know that sounds a little bit cliche, but I get to wake up, make my bed, go online when I want to, cook, clean when I want to. Not that I want to be on that kind of schedule, but I mean, when I think about it, that's what it is, right? And when some people sit there and go, well, you won the lotto, or I wish I won the lottery, right? Well, the lottery is what you make of it. Literally. Because I wake up, I get to help out my roommate. I get to enjoy each and every single day. In a calm, relaxed environment. Yeah. So I do appreciate that. Right? Yeah, my expenses have gone up crazily through the roof. Don't get me wrong. At the same time, though, each and every day, I look at everything and go, well, it's very beautiful landscape. It's very beautiful, and everything that God has blessed me with. Thank you. You know. If it wasn't for God, if you don't have God in your heart, I can guarantee you right now, you're not gonna go anywhere. Now, I'm not saying I need to go somewhere in schooling
Anti-aircraft is live.
or anything like that. Alright? I'm an inspiration, motivational person that is able to speak to all of you. That's my gift. And that gift our Lord Jesus, the Lord told Jesus to give me this talent. Non-stop, I get to talk. I really, I'm gonna turn that off. It has scared the crap out of me. And I follow Joel Osteen a lot. And each Sunday I attend church. Whatnot. Joseph, I'm gonna put my foot up his ass. Seriously. You know what we're gonna do to Joseph? Hey? He's lucky his name's in the Bible, because if his name wasn't in the Bible, right? We could probably take him up to the 3rd deck, right? And take a fishing rod and hang him by his fucking boxers, right? With nothing else, right? And see how many fish can we catch with that motherfucker. And cast him out there. I'm sure we'll probably get like some mean fucking white-nosed fucking shark or some shit. Considering we're on the fucking ocean, right? I love fishing. Fishing is life. Fishing is fucking life. That's what I said to my ex. My ex, the one time she gave me shit. We were up north, okay? We're way up north in Alberta, right? And I come back at like, I don't know, almost 6 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, where the fuck were you? And she's all pissed off and shit. And I got a fucking cooler in my hand, in left hand. I got my fishing rod in the other hand. And my tackle box, right, in the right hand. I'm like, what? What do you mean, where was I? Where the fuck were you? Huh? Is what I said to her. Right? Where the fuck were you? She's like, I've been sleeping. I was like, yeah, and I got fish. I was like, here you go. And I gave her the cooler. I was like, you go cut that one right now. Right? You cut that one and gut that shit. Let's go. I did the work. Right? That's your job. Right? Fucking, you sit there and sleep bitch at me. Fuck off. There you go. What? Man. Listen, you go out there at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Between 2 o'clock in the morning. Between 2 and 5. Right? They're everywhere. The fish are everywhere. They're lit up like Christmas tree. And so are the frogs too. The fucking frogs. Man. You want to go frog hunting? Listen up, boys. Hey? Fucking frog hunting. Between 2:30 in the morning. Between 2:30 and 5 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna get them frogs. You're gonna get them nice. You're gonna get them nice, big, fat frogs too. Yeah. Those big ones that go whoop up, whoop up, whoop up, like that one. Oh yeah. Because they come out of the woodwork. They don't know where the fuck they're going. Now, after about 5 o'clock in the morning, when sunlight comes up and shit like that, and you see like those little frogs on the side of the beach or even on the side of the lake, and you're like, oh yeah, that's a nice little frog. No, that's a weak little frog. Okay, that's a weak frog. You don't want nothing to do with that. Okay, it's gonna taste disgusting. That's gonna be gross. I know. Fucking, I ate frog. What? Don't fucking. Nothing about worms. Don't fucking judge me. You ever eat squirrel? Come on now. I don't think half of you right now that are having a conversation with me would survive off the fucking land. No. Your guts would turn. No, what? Like I just turned around and I told you, right? About what happened with frogs and fish, and you're just like, ugh, like that. Yeah. All right. Well, I got vegetables and everything else that grow and everything else, but during the day, like usually the women they tend to the gardens and the clothing stuff, right? Us men we go out and we go hunting. Yeah. We go out on the prowl. If we're not if we're not fucking hunting something in the water, alright? We got a deer or a moose on the loose at 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the fucking woods. Alright? And we on his fucking trail. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we gotta take that motherfucker. Alright? And when we take that motherfucker, alright, we shoot that asshole. And it's gonna fill up more than enough meat for my freezer. And my neighbor's freezer, and your freezer, and your neighbor's freezer. Just from one deer. Now, well, depend. Now, you gotta go after a full-size buck. I usually go after a full-size buck. Go after a full-size buck, you get awesome deer meat. And the reason being, well, you can go after a doe as well. A doe is, her meat is not, I mean, it's delicious, it's just, you're gonna get more bang literally for your buck from the buck. Right? Yeah, see? Joseph knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Finally, somebody fucking pipes up and it says something. Hey, you will get more bang for your buck with the buck. I've had both meats. I've had buck smoked and it's it's fantastic. And then you have doe smoked. It's weird. It's just I don't know. But if you get a buck, oh yeah, you got a full size buck, you got a big deer, you got a nice big deer, yeah, with nice big muscles, oh yeah. And you get that one, and you take, as soon as you do your kill, right? If you know what you're doing, right? Then you call your local butcher as soon as you do your kill, right? And you let them know, like, hey, I got this one, I got this kill, right? I want to save the skin, I want to save the head, right? Let's, what do we have for meat, right? And everything else. And take it apart. Okay? You don't want to turn around and do it yourself. I mean, you can if you're trained to do it yourself, if you have to do it, if you live out in the wild, right? I know how to do that stuff. Just when I was usually busy driving the truck, I didn't have any time for that, you know? So it was like, here you go. I need you to process this one. Like, I don't have time to process that one. I had time to hunt that one and fish. I don't have time to process that one. Nope. Now I'm at time. I'm at the point where next summer, and I'm gonna do my podcast from the lake with all of you. As all of you can know, there was a bunch of you that said to me, like, why, hey, why aren't you in the public lobby, right? No, I'm retired. I'm done. I don't have to. Yeah, I'm completely retired now. Yeah, finito. Yeah. I mean, when the new update comes out and whatnot, yes, we will, of course, I'll incorporate some wicked videos, you know, for all of you. But I mean, doing the policing and everything else, the death threats that come with it, and you know, the bad stuff, you go through it for a long time, and it either makes you or breaks you, right? And you know, it made me. It made me. What's the new DLC? Joseph is asking. Well, the new DLC is gonna allow us to go around and arrest people. Yeah. And bounties. And bail bonds. And if you break the law and you get arrested, you're gonna have a bond. If you don't have enough money to pay your bond, no problem. Bail bond will turn around and, you know, give you a break. And then you turn around and you break that bond. Well, guess what? People like me, you're gonna see people like me. And I get to put you in bracelets. Yeah. Isn't that cool? And I get to make money for it. And if you fuck up, alright? And if I have to shoot you, well, that's even more money for me. Now, what are you asking? What's in the new DLC? What's in the new DLC? Holy fuck. I can't give you all the details. What do I look like? Google? Holy fuck. Oh, you're hilarious, Joseph. You are fucking hilarious. Look at him. Yep. Making fucking jokes. You're fucking... You know what? You're lucky I can't. You're lucky I can't fucking reach through this fucking mic. Eh? Yeah. I'm serious. Hey, I'd fucking jersey you. Hey, I'd fucking jersey you right now. Right? Fucking asshole. Mm-hmm. I'd fucking jersey you in a heartbeat. We'll have a beer afterwards, but definitely I would jersey you. Or I'd try to let you jersey me, and we'd try and see who'd win. Me, if we're going in the Vegas thing, me, I'm going. My money's on me.
Okay.
Just saying. Are you getting? Oh, you're not even in here. Excuse me, shit. Sorry. Oh, that's a little embarrassing, everybody. Apologies. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough month. Honestly. Uh, just to let all of you know. Last month, my grandfather died. Right?
At your service.
And like halfway through this month and whatnot, I had to go through like the, the ceremony stuff and
That was one hell of an operation, eh, boss? Wrap that
news
business up
and
for
yada
good.
yada yada and blah blah
Give me
blah.
the
And
word,
then
and we'll get moving.
while we were,
Not a problem.
you know, not my, she wasn't my real mom. She was my adoptive mom, and while everything was going on, she ended up getting sick.
Anti-aircraft defenses activated.
I love the water because she. Nice, Joseph. Nice. Mom turned around and she said she wasn't feeling well. Right? And we were out in the water and she's like, I feel seasick. And we looked at her and we're like, you've never felt seasick. What are you talking about? Right? And she started puking and everything else, and she got a fever. And Coast Guard came, picked her up. We took her to the hospital and everything else. They diagnosed her with cancer on the after a few scans and everything else. Yeah. I'm old too. Yeah. When they, like, I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. Like, you know? Like, it was there through the whole thing. And Mom's like, are they lying? Okay? And she's like, there's nothing wrong with me, right? I looked at the doctor. The doctor shook his head at me, right? Like from a distance that she couldn't see. And I looked over at her and I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. Alright? Something's wrong with you. They're not giving me full details, but something's wrong with you. She's like, shit. I'm like, yeah, I know. She's like, will you get me out of here, please? Will you let me go home? Alright. Yeah, no problem. Alright. So, I went up to front desk, I went to sign her out. And doctor's like, what do you think you're doing, right? She can't leave here. I said, well, it's under her own free will, and she doesn't want to be here, right? So she's going home, and
Hey, so
I'm gonna let her die at home. Alright? She wants to die at home, let her die at home, in her own comfort place. Alright? At least I can make her feel comfortable. Yep. So there's that. I don't...
don't.
Joseph said I'll be right back. So... I want to get this clear to everybody. I don't judge you. You know, like your past mistakes or whatnot. Even if you make mistakes now. Right? Because we're not perfect. Jesus Christ came, okay, here on earth and died on the cross for our sins. If you don't believe that, well, I hope one day you do. Because you're going to need to. Because this world is very upside down. Alright? If you don't have God in your heart, especially now, you're in for a world of trouble. You see, when I was going to Sunday school as a young kid, I didn't understand what
Hello.
the heck our pastor was saying when he said,
Will we be plotting a course? Off we
Christ is coming. The Lord Jesus will send down his son to get his people. Now,
Protected from aerial attacks.
you can't make this up. I thought it was malarkey. I thought, what the heck is he talking about? This is insane. What in, like, what? I've never heard of that kind of stuff like that before. Nice. You're back. Good. Exactly. So, I had thought to myself, I'm like, I had never ever heard anything like that before in my entire life. Like, that is just freaking off the charts weird. Right? And then God told me to believe. God told me to go and attend and be a part of what was going on in that parking lot and to pray with that man. So I did that. Like, it just, I felt it. It wasn't, God did not physically or verbally tell me. It's just, you feel it. You literally feel, you feel compelled. That's why when I was arrested, right? Now, let me tell you guys something, right? When I got arrested, right? When they arrested me, I had military backpack. I was supposed to meet this. Now, I had bought a case of beer from the other day. Not this day, but from back the other day before I gotten arrested. Okay? And I came out of the liquor store and I had $5 in a paper note and a couple coins, right? And he asked me, he goes, "Do you got smoke?" I said, "No, I don't got smoke." I said, "Do you need some change?" He goes, "What?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you need some change?" Right? Hey, it was different. He goes, No one's ever asked me if I need any change before." Right? And he looked very well organized, military and everything else. Um, anyways, long story short, uh, I was supposed to my disability was supposed to go in on the night that I had ended up getting attacked, and we had made on the night I ended up getting attacked, we had made a date and a spot that we were supposed to go and meet up for dinner. So the fact that um, I wasn't able to take him at dinner, I didn't have enough that day. Um, I had taken one of one of the packs that the old man gave me from the army, and I I start packing it up with clothes for him, and some sweaters and some soaps and some deodorant and some socks, right? So when they arrested me, and when they asked me what I'm doing with that, but like it's a big ass backpack, like it's military, right? I said, well, I'm going to deliver this to Jeremy, right? And I told them who it was, and I gave them the exact truth. Like I told them the exact truth and everything else, right? And I said I have my rosary around my neck, and I said last year, I said on St. Patrick's Day, I saved somebody in my building. When this building was on fire, I saved somebody's life. I put my life at risk, and I pulled somebody out of a fire. I said they were blacker than night. So I said, the people that are trying to call me racist, I am not a racist. I said everybody loves me around this building. I said I'm very well known in this community. Alright? So I said please get me out of these handcuffs, because I don't deserve to be in these handcuffs whatsoever. Right? Not whatsoever. I like, get me out of these handcuffs now. You know? Like, I don't, like, what are you doing? Kind of thing. Like, why am I in handcuffs? I turn around and I do good things around the community, and you're gonna put me in handcuffs? That's what I told him. Right? And I looked at him right in the face like, are you dumb? Are you fucking stupid? Right? I reminded him, I said, my grandfather's a highly decorated fire captain in the city of Toronto, dude. Like, come on. Like, you just fucked up big time. Right? Get these handcuffs off of me. Let me go home. Right now. Well, I still have to charge you and blah blah blah. I was like, okay, that's fine. If you're gonna still charge me, and you're still gonna charge me with a misdemeanor assault. A misdemeanor assault, which is like very petty assault. Like the lowest of lowest assaults. I told him, I said, if you're gonna charge me with this little petty ass shit, I said, I'll see you in court then, fuck. Hey? He goes, what? And I said, yep. I said, you know what you should do? I said, you should find Jesus. You should read the Bible. Alright? I will pray for you. Okay? Stay safe. God bless. Have a nice day. Right? He didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. Because I put my hand out to go give him a fist pump, he wouldn't even give me the fist pump. No. He wouldn't even give me the fist pump. Yeah, mention of God. Yeah. As soon as you mention God, man, he was gonna go running for the fucking hills. Yeah. They were trying to give me style. I know, right? They were definitely trying to give me style. Man, it's not even the first time I've fucking been in handcuffs here. Are you kidding me, man? Dude, I was in fucking remand. I was in remand for 4.5 months here in Edmonton. Yeah. I was on 3 Delta. That's where I lived. Was 3 Delta. It was my home. Yeah, I lived with the natives. Man, I lived with the Alberta Warriors and then some. Fucking the biggest, roughest, toughest gangsters on the fucking planet. And it was cool. Because I had the penthouse suite. I was up here on the 3rd tier on the right hand side. I could come outside of my tier or my cell. On the left hand side I had a phone. If I looked down, right, at the floor, there was a great big monstrous 80-inch TV that I could watch right from the bars from 3 stories up. Why the fuck am I gonna go down there and watch that one? No. The natives turned around, they hired me as Overwatch. Yep. There's one guy. I I I don't mind sharing stories. There's one guy. Cause I've been drinking. There's one guy. And Native Ray, he'll share some stories too. This one cat, right? You gotta understand something now. For those of you who've done time and who've ever been locked up, um, 6, they're usually locked up, right? They're usually behind a bubble, right? But in the remand center, when I was there in 2016, right? It's one time at band camp. Shut the fuck up, Joseph. Or I'm gonna drag you to fucking one time at fucking Edmonton Remand Center. So, when I get there, everything's fine. You could go outside. Like, we had the best. Hey, Joseph, listen. You want to hear something? I'm not even kidding you. Hear me out for a second. I was on the best unit there is in the whole entire jail facility. Wanna know why? Listen up, okay? We got after breakfast, we were able to have free roam all around the range. And then to the left of the range, there was an outdoor rec area. You're allowed to go outside. It's caged in, of course, but you're allowed to go outside. Beside that, there's the weightlifting room. You could go there too. If you didn't want to do any of those things, you could go to the movie theater room. You think I'm making this shit up? I'm not, man. Like, you can go to the movie theater room. This is here in Alberta. Alright? Now, they made me, and they have phones on each tier. On the very bottom floor, they have about 8 phones on certain stalls. So several people will come up to the stall and they'll talk on the phone, right? But me, I was like, I'm way up there. I'm 3 stories up, right? I got my own phone right outside my fucking dorm and everything else. and I can look down at the TV. And so there's this black guy. I'm not racist. Hear me out. So I come from Toronto, as you all know, right? I was born and raised in Toronto. Alright? So when you're on a unit with people for months at a time, you get to know people. You get to have respect for those people, right? And they become family. You know, you all look out for each other. So, and you literally, it's not even friends. It's literally you all become family. Okay? And the newcomers that come in, you're easily able to push them out onto another unit right fast. Now, Noof, one of our guys who I've been serving time with, I have been serving almost 3 months with him, okay? Now, his oldest, she's 14, right? His oldest, both oldest, sorry, both girls, I apologize, they're twins, right? It was their birthday, right? And so he's talking on the phone with them and whatnot and having a good time, and he's on the second tier, alright? These guys have no business. They haven't even been on the unit for an hour. They come up on the second tier and they walk up to Noof. And the big black guy grabs the phone from him and goes, "This is my phone now." That's what he said. And he hangs up the phone. I look down at it, at the situation. I don't say anything for a second. Noof looks up at me, and he walks up the stairs, and he comes up onto my tier, on the third tier, and he comes over to me and he goes, "Bam?" And I said, "Yeah, I know." He goes, so I was trying to talk to the girls." I said, "Yeah, no worries. You know what?" I said, "You go ahead and you call the girls on my dime. You understand? You talk to them for the next 20 minutes. "What?" He goes, that's all the way back in Newfoundland. That's very expensive. That's gonna cost you almost $80. I said, "Yeah, I know. That's fine. Go ahead." I said, "It's your girls. Don't worry about it." Right? And he said, "I appreciate it." After he was done with the phone call, I said, "Go in my cell and close the door and lock it." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because." And I looked at my cellmate and I said, "You and me, let's go. We have shit to take care of right now." I walked up, that fucking black guy was on the fucking second tier on the fucking phone talking like he was Mr. Get Bad. I fucking walked up to him. I grabbed the fucking phone and I went like that right in his fucking forehead. And I was like, "Hey, asshole." I was like, "Ding, ding, 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 ding." I was like, "You know where you are? Huh? You're in Edmonton, motherfucker. You're not in Toronto." I was like, "Get the fuck up, you piece of shit." Right? I fucking grabbed him, I arm locked him right in the fucking throat. Right? "Code 99, code 99, code 99. Bernard, drop him right now. Drop him now, Bernard. Drop him." I was like, "Nope, I'm not dropping him. You're coming with me, motherfucker." I hauled his ass up to the fucking right up to the third tier. "Bernard, drop him now. Bernard, drop him or we will fucking tase you. We will shoot the pepper bombs." I was like, "I don't give a fuck." I was like, "Do you hear what they're saying?" He's like, "Shut the fuck up." I was like, "Motherfucker, you're in no position to tell me what the fuck to do. You understand?" I was like, "I'm gonna take this fist right now, hey? I'm gonna put this down your fucking throat. You're gonna eat this shit." You understand? I'm like, you can't fucking talk shit to me. I turn around and I put him into a fucking holding cell. Well, not a holding cell, like an empty cell. It was up on the third tier. And they're like, lock up now or we're gonna shoot you. I was like, okay, fuck it. Fine. Fuck it. I'll go lock up. I'll lock up. Sure shoot shit enough. Fuck. To my to my luck, the three that came on the unit to investigate everything was black. I was like, oh my god, fuck. I'm screwed. I'm done. Yep. She's gonna take me off the unit. You don't understand, like when you live on a unit for a long time and you get to know the guys and everything else, you're accustomed to the unit, you can get away with certain things, like that's your home. The last thing you ever want to be the last thing you ever want to happen to you is to be transferred to another fucking unit. Seriously. And she's like, I should transfer you. But I won't. I was like, what? She's like, yeah. She's like, that took some balls. She's like, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do though. She's like, you're not coming out of this cell for the next 3 days. I was like, what? Wait, what about? She's like, oh, you can have a shower. You have a shower. That's it. 10 minutes. You're not even gonna touch the phone. You're gonna be in lockdown for the next 72 hours, right here in this cell. You're not allowed to leave. Don't touch the phone. Don't look at the TV. I was like, okay, thank you. I'm not gonna argue that. I could have got an assault charge, right? She could have tacked on an assault charge, right? They took his ass off the unit, right? They dragged his ass off the unit. They took him to segregation, right? And when I got done being, kind of confined to myself for 3 days, right? A noob came up to me and said, I owe you. I said, no, you don't. You don't owe me nothing. I said, I got girls too, right? So, I would expect you, eventually, you can repay it to me, do it for somebody else, if they need it sometime. That's how you're gonna repay me. Alright? We're good. Yeah. We're solid. What? I don't think that anybody should owe anybody. I think that even when we're locked up, doing a solid and doing something, doing an act of kindness for somebody and being there for somebody and being there for family is what you do. I mean, I can honestly say, right? I'm not proud of this, alright? But I can honestly say when you're on the inside, you can look at you can look at around the men and even women that you're staring at, and you can literally see and judge who is who and what's what. You can see who's the good people who are there, they shouldn't be there, like it's a mistake. Like I was locked up a few times pure out of mistake, right? And then there's other people that you can look at and go, holy shit, that's a demon. Yeah. And you're gonna go to war with him. That's it. I seen one guy. We came back from court one time, and the one guy looked at him and he goes, "I like your shoes." And like he was from Drumheller, right? He was from Drum. He was from up in the penitentiary up in Drum. And he was coming through Edmonton Max, and they had me in the Edmonton Max. And he was coming through A&D, and he looked at him like we had these white shoes sometimes on a special unit, and they don't get that, right? In certain, because he was on Max, right? And somehow the guards fucked up, and they crossed, like, he wasn't even supposed to be in A&D. Like, he wasn't even supposed to be in the same pod as us, as we were going through for transferring, right? Transferring through different facilities. Like, this asshole wasn't even supposed to be in our fucking at all. Like, he was like some idiot guard did not put him into a segregated cell, right? And this fucking asshole looks at the one guy and goes, "Yo, I like your shoes, bro." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I like your shoes." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Give them to me now." He's like, "Fuck you." He's like, "Yeah, what?" He walked over to him right there, just like that, right? There was no other words after that. He just walked over to him, clap, 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 grabbed Buddy and just wrapped his head right against the fucking wall. Dude, I'm not even kidding. You can't even make this shit up. Like, we're in a big ass fucking holding cell, right? With that can house about 20 or 30 of us. We're watching this fucking asshole go to town on this dude. There's nothing we can do about it. Like, you're not gonna stop this guy. This guy's fucking 6'5" with fucking mitts. You're not stopping him, man. What are you gonna do? What you gonna do? Honestly, like, I prayed for the person that he killed. He killed somebody right in front of us, right? And it was like, what are you gonna do? Like, you literally can't fucking go against somebody like that. You can't like, what are you gonna, like, you're gonna walk up to somebody like that with fucking hands, like, that's almost 3 times the size of your fucking hands, that can basically, like, he could take his fucking hand and, like, put it around your fucking face and collapse your fucking face with one fucking grip. And what are you gonna do? Seriously, you think I'm fucking joking? No. That's jail, man. That fucking guy, that guy was serious stuff, alright? That guy was already up on 4 counts of fucking murder. That's why he didn't care, right? That's why he told Buddy, he's like, "I want your shoes," and Buddy didn't turn around and give him his shoes, so he turned around and he fucking made him an example, like, and he showed everybody right in front of us. Like, we watched him kill somebody. I watched somebody die right in front of my fucking face, man. Like, seriously. And like, and then the guards came in. They're like, "Code 99, code 99, code 99, code 99, code 99, code 99." And you don't, like, when they call the code, you don't move, right? And he was sitting there. He's like, "I'm not." He's like, "I'm gonna fuck you up," right? Right to the fucking guards too. As soon as they opened up the fucking door, right? And there was blood everywhere, and they're like, "Get on the fucking ground!" Right? They weren't fucking around. Like, the whole SWAT team was like, because he just killed a guy right in front of us. Like, Dude, I'm not even kidding you. I'm telling you guys, I am coming out to, this is exposure at its finest, alright? When I was on the inside in Edmonton, this fucking guy turned around and he just fucking reefed on this guy. Non-stop, like just boom, 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 right into the concrete. Like, what can you do? You can't stop this guy. Look, like seriously, like a bunch of us looked around at each other. Like, what can you do? Like, you're gonna stop this guy? This guy's an animal, right? This guy's 6'4", almost 300 pounds, and he's fucking wide-bodied and everything else. Like, this guy's a fucking giant. And this guy's gonna fucking crush your fucking skull if you come up near him, right? The guy, poor bastard that, lipped him off and everything else, that went straight to heaven right off the bat because we all prayed for him. But seriously, man, as soon as they came in there, he looked at the fucking guards too. He fucking went right at the guards. He's like, "You're next," right? He said to the guard, he's like, "You're next," right? He goes right for the fucking door, and they're like, "Fuck you," and they shot him. They shot his ass right on the spot. I was like, holy fuck. Welcome to the Edmonton Remand Center. Yeah. Serious. Like, I seen some shit. I was there for 4 months and 19 and a half days. Yeah. So, I was on 3 Delta. And most of the guys on our unit, they were really good. They were awesome. They were just average shows. Some of them were in on traffic violations, probation violations, like just simple stuff, like nothing like nothing stupid. Like me, I was in there because I had a drunken incident, right? Where I had gotten stupid drunk with an assault rifle. So we had 3 tiers, 70 sorry, so there were 72 of us on a unit at any given time. Most of the time it wasn't a full unit. We did have an 80-inch TV in the viewing area, and then in the movie room, I'm not even making that up, there's a movie room. In the movie room there's a 65-inch TV, completely dark room, right? Guards in there, by the way, 1 guard. The thing is, they did a respect thing at the new Edmonton Remand Center when, like, it's a whole new facility, so the guards aren't behind the bubble anymore. So the thing is you can be on certain units that have full privileges. So you can, you can have your phone privileges, your shower, talking, and yard, a gym, right? Like, there's certain units. Like, I was on the unit. I was on the penthouse unit, right? So the penthouse unit has everything, right? Penthouse unit has an outside yard. It's caged. I have access to, right? I have my own gym with a marine instructor. I'm not even making this up. There's 2 guards on the unit. Alright. There's no bubble. They sit behind the desk. They have a lot of respect for you. Um, there's a lot of phones on the unit. The TVs, you're allowed to like chit chat with each other. We were barely locked up. The mo the most we were locked up was at chow time, and that's usually for about an hour and a half to 2 hours when they're serving lunch and breakfast. And then lights out for us was 11 o'clock until 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I'm not even kidding you. Like, it was on. I didn't. I became so accustomed to being there that I was upset when they told me I was gonna leave. Yeah. They were like, it's time for you to go home. I was like, what? Excuse me? No. No, I'm good. Alright? I don't want to go anywhere. I'm alright here. Thanks. Yeah. I'm good here with my family. Because I was in charge of bathrooms, right? I was in charge of my top tier cleaning. Like, you could not fuck up the top tier, right? How long am I going to be on? I don't know. For a little bit. Yeah. I used to look after things on top tier, man. Fucking, you don't fuck around. Nope. And the only time I ever went downstairs was just get some hot water for my coffee or for my soup. That'd be about it. The rest of the time I was upstairs on the third floor. Yeah. Now, when I fucked up that black guy from Scarborough, I was afraid they were gonna kick me off the unit. Right? Because they screamed at me. Last chance, Bernard, lock up right now or we're gonna shoot you. I was like, okay, fuck it. Right? I fucking threw him into a cell. And I went over to my cell. And I locked my cell. In doing so, after waiting, it takes some time. Alright? They searched the whole bottom part of the unit. Like, this is a huge, massive unit I'm on, okay? They searched the whole bottom. Then they searched tier 2. Now they're on my tier. She opens up the door and looks at me. She's like, you've been here for 3.5 months. Not one problem until now. You causing problems? I said, no ma'am, I'm not causing no problems. Right? I gave her the business. I gave her the download. I gave her the truth. Straight up. I gave her the full beans. She goes, when I opened the cell, I was gonna haul your ass out of here right into segregation. She goes, after hearing what you just said to me, and I can likely get that story backed up from a lot of people around this unit, you can sit in here for the next 3 days. I was like, 3 days? What do you mean? She's like, you can sit in here for the next 3 days. I was like, shower? She's like, yeah, you can shower. Okay, can I see you touch? She's like, nope. You don't touch the phone. You don't touch the phone at all. You come out, you go to the shower, you go back to the cell, that's it. You get back locked up. 3 days. You gotta be kidding me. That was the longest 3 days of my life. Fuck. Seriously. I'm not even kidding you. Right? It was ridiculous. Like, I did a good thing. But at the same time, they still they had to punish me for it. Right? There had to be some balance. Right? And oh man. The fucking guy. I'll never forget. He's like, I'll fucking kill you, you son of a bitch. He's like, bam, bam. He's like, you're fucking dead, you fucking piece of shit. He's like, I will fucking kill you. And as they were hauling him off the fucking unit, he kept yelling that shit at me. I was like, oh fuck, I'm dead. Eventually, I know. Yeah. Cool. Well, here I am for now. Yep. Out of the grace of God. Now, one day it's gonna happen. Granted. I understand. That day is not today. Right? And any day above ground is a good day. I try to do my best. I try to forgive those who've, you know, sinned against me and whatnot. I don't want to hold a grudge to people. It's not worth it. It really isn't. How is it? How is it worth it? Literally, how is it worth holding a grudge against somebody? Where would that get you in life? Hatred. It would just fester up a bunch of hatred inside of you. How do I know this? Well, up until recently, I had a bunch of hatred festered up inside of me that I had to release. All the abuse from when I was a kid and everything, I had to let it out. You know, there was a psychiatrist I talked to, and then there was a nurse I talked to back in October of last year. And it's just sometimes when when I come out of the shower, for instance, right? And like even now, like I can pull down my shorts and look at the side of me and go, wow. That's a lot of scars. And then I look at the left side of me as well, right? Same thing. There's a lot of scars there. There's so many scars, like I want to start counting, but I can't. I tried to start counting the one day, and it brought me to tears. And that's not to say because I'm a weak person or anything else. All right? It's just those scars still tell a story. And for the most part, I want that story to just stay put, you know? And like, take it away, lock it up, throw away the key, put it in a treasure box, and bye-bye. Right? Bury it in the ground or throw it in the ocean with a pair of cement boots. But that won't change anything. No. And it's very peculiar that the folks who were the abusers are now getting held accountable for the things that they've done. Just like, I guarantee you, my parents all end up getting held accountable for what they did. Oh yeah. You know, I'm not trying to tug on your heartstrings or anything else. Like I said, or make you feel sorry for me, or be on my side. But if you looked at the scars on my body, it would break your heart. 100%. It would break you. You wouldn't be able to handle it. Not even kidding. The amount of scars that go from the bottom cheek of my left side all the way up to my hip. Alright? There's lines after lines after lines after lines after lines of scars. Just imagine I was bleeding through all that. Yeah. And when you tell them to stop, well, fun facts, they'll just beat you even harder. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then they leave you alone. So there's no water, no nothing. The one time they handcuffed me, and then they attached me to a bar on the wall while I was handcuffed behind. Like, just imagine that. I was handcuffed, right? I was detained, and then they attached, like, that set of handcuffs already had me, but then they took a second set of handcuffs and they attached it to some small little ball or bar on the wall, and they left me there. And then they turned up the heat. And I told them, I said, I can't breathe. I said, I need water. And they kept laughing at me. That was when I was in lockup. Not remand. When I got to remand, I told them what happened at remand. Remand, they wanted to turn around and beat the shit out of the fucking Edmonton police officers. Because apparently the Alberta sheriffs and the Edmonton police force don't get along. Because they're very well, they know that they're very corrupt in what they do. You see, our Alberta sheriffs, they have our respect. in this province. They protect Danielle Smith. They protect our citizens. They're good cops. They're very strict law enforcement police officers. You, if they even smell corruption, you're gone. You're gone home without pay. You're suspended without pay. You think I'm joking? Ask them. I'm not staying online forever. I'm going offline. I just wanted to explain myself. Right? Some days are harder than others. Yeah. And we'll get through it. That's for sure. I love you all. Most of you come on the channel, you love me too. And I'll be praying for all of you. Thank you. Alright? I gotta go Bible study. I'm late as it is. Alright? So, can you please take care? Okay? I love all of you. Alright? And I hope to see you in my next live stream. Okay? Until then, I'm out of here. I'm at Bible study. Peace.